Welcome to this edition of The Rhody Reporter. I'll be your host for the segment, Mark Zaccaria. Elected politicians love to mystify everything. It's part of the process of making you think you couldn't do what they do, so you really need them. In fact, if you manage a checkbook for your home's finances, you pretty much have all the skills you need to watch over a big public budget. If you get it, if you understand that making ends meet is the hardest part of balancing your checkbook, you are way better off than the electeds who spend your money as quickly as they take it from you in taxes. They never have to worry about having enough to go around. They just decide what they feel like spending, and then they tax everybody until they get that much. Well, as you may have heard, the state of Rhode Island is now out of money. The electeds have been ignoring pension funding for decades, and they've bounced from happy accident to just get by in most annual budgets. One time it was the tobacco settlement that pulled their fat out of the fire. Then it was the lead paint suit they almost didn't join in the first place. The one and only time any Rhode Islander won a big megabucks pot, it happened in late May, so the state income tax withholding windfall was perfectly timed to let Smith Hill dodge yet another fiscal bullet. But now the string has run out. Closing down the ocean state economy might have been fun in a power-mad kind of way, but 25% unemployment overnight puts a bit of a damper on state withholding income, huh? Having to close the casinos was an even bigger hit to cash flow. Nobody working means nobody driving, so forget the gas tax. Of course, virtually the only retailers opened were the grocery stores, and they're the ones who don't have many items on the sales tax list. I believe the technical term in accounting circles for this confluence of income crises is screwed, blued, and tattooed. You know what you'd do if that happened to your home. You'd stop buying anything you don't absolutely need, and you'd also stop buying a number of things you really do. What did your state government do? They hired the high-powered Washington, D.C. lobbying firm of Peck, Madigan, Jones to sway Congress into providing this year's lifeline for Rhode Island's budget. The feeling was that things were so bad that the feds were their only hope. So it was time to invest in a Hail Mary pass from one of the K Street bandits to the Speaker of the House. Let me pause here and ask you a question. If you were suddenly without income and without cash reserves, would you invest your last $20 in lottery scratch cards? Which all means that up in Central Falls, there are a number of retired teachers and firefighters who are getting ready to tell the governor that they told her so. George Nee and Bob Walsh, the capi di tutti capi of the public service unions, will not be amused. Their deal with the Dems was guaranteed elections in return for guaranteed escalation of pay and benefits. Well, you can figure out yourself where that equation leaves the taxpayers. The Rhode Island Center for Freedom and Prosperity has published a plan for the restoration of fiscal responsibility in state budgeting. Working that plan would not require magic. It would require fortitude, though. Think there's even a chance it will be considered? As the governor now races to spin employee furloughs as opportunities for enhanced unemployment benefits, your humble Rhody reporter will simply say, we are cursed to live in interesting times. Try to hold on to your wallet as we both watch what happens next.